Hello and welcome to more Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link! I am back inside the little temple palace place here with Princess Zelda, and the reason for that is I actually saved my game. Finally, after like 8 episodes now, I finally saved my game, so just in case the cat happens to bump into my NES and turns it off or freezes it or something, I'll still have a save file to work with. However, this means that I have to walk all the way back, because after saving it puts you back here, so I'll meet you guys back literally on the other side of the world. Oh yeah, one other small detail, all the experience that I had before, because I saved my game, once again I lost that as well, so oh well, but we are on the other side of the world now, and what I want to do next is go off to the town of Darunia, and to get there, all we have to do is go to the west. There's gonna be a few action scenes along the way that we'll have to go through, so that's kind of why I didn't do it last time. But we just go over this way into the sand, and then we just keep walking this way, and eventually we'll get into some action scenes. Now, one thing I should mention is that right before recording this, I was having a bunch of audio issues with my mic, so hopefully everything is fine, but if you're watching this, it's probably is fine. I guess look at these levers real quick. Kind of got some experience to catch back up on, and then we'll go through those action scenes. Alrighty, good enough, so let's go right through here, and as you can see, we'll get popped right into some things. We're gonna mostly have Octoroks, these blue ones here. Ow. Well, let's get them. There we go. Even with level 5 sword, we can't one-shot them. It's kind of weird because my practice file for this game is actually separate from this one, and it's over on the Wii U version, and on that one, I actually have a lot less experience, so my attack level is only 4, so a lot of the times I actually have an easier time on this file than I do on that one, but these guys take 2 hits with 4 or level 5, so it's pretty much the same either way. But yeah, that's not the only action scene, we've got more, and this time we've got bubbles! So we've got to watch out for that, especially with the pits right here. Oh my gosh, I actually almost just jumped right into that one. Come here. I'm gonna try to kill all the enemies as we go, because they do give 20 experience each, which is pretty worthwhile considering just how easy they are to kill. I mean, yeah, we do have to get 3,000 experience to level, but every little bit helps. I'm not gonna bother with the potion there, because once we get to town, we can heal up anyways. Okay, so that's through the second one. We've got one more of these action scenes to go through. Actually, whoa, okay, never mind. I thought there was 3 for some reason, but apparently there's only 2, so let me just go get some fire going. My cat is scratching, which is shaking my desk, so hopefully that doesn't mess up the mic too. Okay, so we're through all the action scenes right there, so let's go into the town. This is the mountain town of Darunia, which is of course the Sage of Fire from Ocarina of Time. And I believe back in Link to the Past, they actually had the 7 wise men, and I think that was actually a translation error, so it was confirmed later on that these 7 wise men from Link to the Past were actually the 7 sages from Ocarina of Time, so the sages in both games are apparently the same characters. Anyways, this guy knows nothing, but this is a town where the people can turn into bats, so you gotta watch out for that. I probably won't be talking to too many randoms because of that, so let's just go explore a little bit here. We've got this little house, but as far as I know, there's nothing we can really do inside here, so let's go back out. I mean, one good thing to going inside is it'll get rid of all the bats if there happens to be any that spawn, so that's one thing you could do. Here we're gonna have a magic restoration, so let me get my life spell ready. We're gonna do those tricks. There we go. Just spam the B button, or select, my bad, not B. And we're full on both. Okay, so now let's keep going to the side. And this building right here, I want to get inside this building, but there's one problem, which is the door is not opened. So we have to do a tricky trick to get inside. So let's go all the way to this side, and we're gonna have this house right here, which is kind of short. There's no doors or windows on it, but if we use the jump spell, get a good running start, we can jump right on top of the building, and then we can do a little bit of parkour action and jump all the way across. And once we get over here, we can actually go down the chimney Santa Claus style. There we go, all right. So now we can just go down to the basement, and this is exactly where we want to be, because down inside here, we've got not another spell, but we do have another knight down here. When you jump, press up to stab. So now not only do we have the downward thrust, we also have an upward thrust, which you might also recognize from Smash Bros, but this one's a little bit different. So say I'm holding down and I jump with the downward one, it'll just last for my entire jump, but the up one only is out while you're jumping up. Once you reach the peak of your jump and you start going back down, it goes away. So you can't actually jump and then do it very well, because at the peak of your jump, it'll only be out there for a split second. So it's better to just hold up and then jump while you're already holding it, and that works a lot better. You can also hold up and forward, and you can jump like that, and you can stab while you're jumping, so it's pretty cool. But how do we get back out with the front door locked? I don't know, somehow we can just walk out. You can't go through it from the outside, but you can use it to get back out. So that's it for that, but there is another spell we want to get. And yeah, last episode I did say we're gonna get 2 spells. I meant we're gonna get a spell plus the upward stab there. Okay, here we go, let's talk to her. and she says, "You are a hero for saving my child. Come." And this is why we went to the maze area, Maze Island, whatever. Oh, I was supposed to press up there. Gosh dang it. But yeah, that's why I went there to get the child before coming to Darunia, because we need to get the child to actually go inside this building. So let me try that again. I'll talk to her. This time I'll actually press up. There we go. And this is where the wise man of this town's going to be. So this is where we'll get an actual spell. Not my favorite spell in the game, but it is handy, so we might as well come and grab this one. So let's go talk to the guy. Once again, we can see through his sleeve right there. You can see the wall behind him. But this magic will strengthen a shield. It's actually the reflect spell, and what this will do is it will let us block certain attacks that we couldn't otherwise, and certain attacks it will also, well, it'll reflect them. So yeah, it has a couple of different uses, but that's pretty much all there is to really do in Darunia right now. So we got the upward thrust, we got the magic. We're not all healed up. I've got to go and restore my magic after using that jump spell. But after that, I mean, we're pretty much ready to just go back to the Maze Island and get towards the Maze Palace. There we go, I'm all healed up, so I guess we're gonna go back to Maze Palace. But there's one thing I want to grab along the way. Oh, but of course, I've got to do the action scenes on the way back out as well. And I've got to tell you guys, getting to Maze Palace is a pretty big ordeal, so you definitely want to do your best to survive in these early areas right here, because while it might not seem like it matters, it really does, because you have a set amount of lives, and you want to go into Maze Palace with as many lives as possible. So if you lose a life now, it's probably worthwhile to give yourself a game over and start back with at least 3 lives. So just something to keep in mind. But I'll meet you guys a little bit closer to where Maze Island is. Okay, so this is where we came out of the cave the first time we went to this side of the world. And let me get out of this action scene real quick. There we go. Okay, so we keep going this way, and there's actually going to be another extra life down on the beach. So I've got to actually get over there, but once we get there, I'll grab it. Okay, there we go. And it's on the very bottom left right here. So we go inside, get ourselves an extra life, and that should put me up to 4. So I should hopefully be able to get through Maze Palace without too much trouble here. Okay, so we're back on Maze Island, and now to get to the palace, we have to go through the maze. Now, there's a whole bunch of different paths we can take, and each one's gonna have different action scenes. I really haven't gone through each one to like try to map out which one's the easiest or anything like that. I'm just gonna walk through and fight what happens to come our way. So here we've got a guy we want to use a fire spell for. Oh, there we go. I'm probably gonna have to heal up as well, but well, let me see how far I can get. Oh gosh, probably should use my shield spell against this guy. Yeah, I'm not that great at actually fighting against the Tektites. Let's go ahead and use our life spell right here. I'll still have enough to use a couple more fire spells, so if we run into any more guys like that, we'll be fine. And I should mention, we will find a red potion before we get to the palace, so it's okay if we take a little damage along the way. We'll get enough to heal back up, but I'm taking way more than a little damage right here. Well, at least that's it for this action scene. We can keep going. Of course, we're gonna have a lot more of those, but let's go up and across the bridge right here. The right side was actually just a dead end, so we'll avoid that. Okay, we actually do have to go through here. I think I'm just gonna put on a shield spell and jump on through, dude. I could fight the Tektites, but the experience they give, just not worth it to me. And plus, I want to hold on to the little bit of magic I have, just to use for shield and not on fire. So we're just gonna dodge those guys. Once I get the red potion, I'll be feeling a lot safer, but got a little ways to go to get there. Okay, this guy's the ultimate enemy, a gosh dang blue slime. Ooh, okay, I'll take that. I will gladly take that, actually. If I get one more of those, I think I might be able to use a heal spell, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use fire to try to kill these guys off at least, because these guys are not that hard to deal with. You just have to dodge their fire, which is pretty easy as long as you're watching where you got a block. We can just sit here and spam some buttons. So yeah, these guys much easier to deal with than Tektites. Oh, all right, we got a red potion out of that one too. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use a life spell right away because I definitely need that. But yeah, Tektites, well, he's kind of in my way now, so I might as well kill him, but gosh dang, these guys are the worst. Come on, come on. Yes, we got him, sick. Wow, I am so happy I got that red potion. I don't know if there's any like trick to getting red potions to drop, or if that was just pure luck, but either way, I'm happy. But we're almost there. There's only a couple more action scenes we have to go through. Not gonna put fire back on, let's just save our magic. Oh gosh dang, it took 3 hits from that Tektite. Almost took a 4th right there, but not letting that happen. Okay, so here's the red potion. Let's go ahead and, can I use life again? I can, so let's use life and then we'll go ahead and grab that. Still not back at full health, but we're pretty close. He's gonna try to dodge under the Tektite. Come on, man, I just cannot seem to deal with, oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just the way they move around. It's so awkward, but it's fine, we're through. Probably the toughest enemies in the game for me. All right, this guy I'll deal with. We'll use our fire against him. Okay, shoot some fire, Link. Actually, on my Wii U version, I named my character Link because Link is just too normal. There we go. I think these guys take more than 5 hits. What the crud? Okay, they take 6 hits there. And I've still got enough magic to use another life, which I'll probably have to do. I'll probably do that pretty close to the start of... Well, I'll do it now, actually. I was going to say I'll use that at the start of the next temple, but yeah, I'll go ahead and do that now, because if I take 1 or 2 more hits, I'll die. And I don't exactly want that to happen. Okay, so we got those guys down, getting pretty close back to 1,000 experience right here, which I think I was at like 1,500 before the end of the last episode. But with all of that, I think that's all the action scenes. Yes, indeed it is. So there we go, guys. We are now at Maze Palace, but we're gonna go ahead and call things a day here. We'll come back next time, go inside the palace, and see if we can wreck it. I'll see you guys then. Take care.